Parshat Naso 5784. We know going into this parasha that it says the story of the Sota and the Nazir in the same parak. And because of this, the way the Mishnayot are organized is that Masechet Nazir comes right after Masechet Sota. And so at the beginning of Masechet Nazir, they ask on the order of the Mishnayot, why is Nazir after Sota? Asking both on the order of the Mishnah and in the order of the Torah. For what peculiar reason did they decide to link such opposite worlds? The world of a Sota, that's the lowest level, that you put in dust from the floor of Beit HaMikdash into the water of the Sota to show how low we've gotten, versus the Nazir, who is Nasoet Rosh. He elevates his head with hair, and he says to himself, I'm going to the highest mountains, to the highest levels. Why are they linked to one another? And says the Gemara the most beautiful answer. Haro'eh sota bekilkula. If a person sees a sota, what does this mean in our language? If you see someone failing, you see someone falling, you see someone struggling, you mama see a person in the depth of sin, how do you react? Says the Gemara, Yazir atzmo min hayayin. If that person is falling, then I need to change myself. If there's something going on 1 hour from my home in Efrat, in a city called Sderot, I had the opportunity to go with the kids yesterday to visit some of the greatest high school kids of Sderot and to speak to them about their vision and dream of connecting and uniting with American kids. This summer, in the program of Kol HaNe'arim, run by Michael and Talia Reidler, together with my wife Tanya and many others. And you're sitting there and you drive for an hour and you start to think about all the people. And we get there, and a minute into when we park our car, there's a Tseva Adom. And you see the elderly not, taking it so seriously, and the children being frightened. You say to yourself, it's 1 hour from my house. That is a challenge that we can see as distant or as exactly my story, my experience, my struggle. And the link between the Sota and the Nazir is that we should never ever think that the Jew is another. They are the story of your life. Should have that bracha Bezrat Hashem in every story of every Jewish person. Both the ones that are falling, that are hurting, that are struggling, that we don't think of them as foreign, but we realize that we have to demand of ourselves to live in their eyes, to find ways to connect ourselves to them, but also in the smachot, not to wait for our simchas, but to celebrate other people's simchas, which is the essence of a siyum. It's not the person celebrating his hadran, his opportunity to return and repeat and do chazara, rather to really celebrate the concept and the idea that other people can enjoy the siyum as if it's theirs and feel the simcha as if it's theirs. And with Zoche Bezrat Hashem to finish an incredible journey this year with 50 of the most amazing Shana Aleph kids throughout the war, walking through the fire together, walking to funerals together, planting trees together, taking down sukkahs together, saying Tehillim together, saying Avinu Malkeinu, fasting, speaking less, fixing, thinking differently. Looking at all of those chevra that took the story of Am Yisrael and felt it in their own lives, experienced it in their day-to-day routines, was one of the most inspiring things for me personally, to be able to go through this time, to look at every single one of them, and the way they made the story not something that's next to them, but it's a part of them. And we should be zocheh to feel Am Yisrael's story within us. Shabbat Shalom.